Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
유아태?
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
그 여자? 할머니?
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
Hi.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my
그거 다시 못 써?
interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see white caps and clear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside.
Huh.
Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Would it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface.
유튜브는 유튜브.
Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
해야 되겠네. 애기가 되었어. 애기가.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Oh.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here?
뭐야,
Is that
전등도
you?
꺼져 있었어? 참, 정말.
Yeah, I guess it was.
일로 오네.
Beta's been difficult to figure out. She's just so closed off. I get that the Zeniths were cruel to her, that the one called Tilda abandoned her, but I can't get her out of her shell. I don't know. Maybe nothing can. I know Varl meant well bringing up Rost. I guess it's hard to talk about. With everything going on, it feels easier to set those memories aside. At least for now. When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. Shah was right. Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance.
I don't know if I'd like that. I would want my Aunt Alga knowing she can just talk to me every second of the day. Old ones like painting tiny souls.
That looks like one of the Utaru's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon couldn't have been easy for Zoe.
뭐 더 없나? 아,
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms. Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
아 이거 설마.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Mind if we have a
스파이더인
word?
줄 알았네.
Of course not.
You said you were
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster. And how many did the Zenith...
I'm not.
I would know.
I'm with you. Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never. Their strengths to think that
What do you think?
it's an... Though it could...
Do they know it? When we were at the Caro also mentioned. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the end. For us to imitate. And it is why any time the feeling...
What did
You spare what...
Well,
Indeed.
you said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As I grew older, I came to be known. Kote took. I fought by his side and led my squad on a dangerous climb. It was I who were from the east side.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the sky?
I was sent to... Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I was too blind. Fear of a... I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him.
Why did Dakota...
I'd be I'd never be... After our victory, said it... Even though it was... So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had...
I am not.
I heard my friend...
Briefly. A bold... She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful.
Whoever it is.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. Are all Nora as skilled as the...
I'm not exact. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still...
I try not to think it's difficult.
I can't...
Then you have...
Getting ether...
One that showed for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Have you spoke...
That
stuff's just bit...
You get...
I'm I should...
If I can...
I will. Oh, looks like I can open that door now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia? What was all this for? According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
This focus thing's trying to kill me. Not on purpose. Rain. I could feel the pressure building to it.
밑에 있었지.
An access key.
a horror sign on. Just broke through the perimeter.
Erica, the mobile cover prototype is in the vault. All 3 keys are required to override the lockdown. Can you bring me the one from your security console right away?
Okay. Just don't get killed before I get...
Erica? Erica!
Erica!
Some of these keys to the mobile cover system. Those coordinates for another console on file. We should check it out.